It was announced the other day that Sky Woodward is going to be the captain again for Team USA for the 2025 Moscone Cup, which is coming up here in a couple of months. Now, my first thought about Moscone Cup is it is an event that is intended for the fans and the players just to have some fun. It's not that serious. It's not going to solve all the world's problems. It's not profound. Fans are allowed to make some noise, to dress up, kind of make a spectacle of the event, which makes it a lot more fun to watch, more engaging for people to watch, and I think for the players too. There's an element of player and audience interaction, which brings some life to the event. Because at most pool tournaments, it's kind of very solemn. It's almost like somebody died. You go to the event and you're like, okay, who died? And who am I supposed to go console now? And tell them how sorry I am for their loss. Pool tournaments are just not that, it's not a very festive atmosphere, not like a football game. So the big knock outside of, everybody enjoying the fun, the criticism currently of it is that America just isn't very competitive these days. And there's nothing that would lead me to believe that they're going to be any more competitive this year. Like I've said in a previous video about Reyes Cup, of our players from last year, I can think of only the top two that I'm pretty sure only do pool full time. That would be Fedor and Shane. I want to say that Sky may not be a full-time player. I think he might have other irons in the fire. Tyler Steyer, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's a full-time player or not. But Billy Thorpe, I found this out through social media, that he's gotten into a landscaping business. And then the alternate to Billy Thorpe last year was going to be Oscar, but Oscar's a business owner. So again, another player that's of our top players that is not even able to do pool full time as a player. So that doesn't bode well for competition and being competitive with the rest of the world's greats. Now, in all of team sports, you have this element that is called competitive balance. In all professional sports leagues, if they care about their success, have to always be tinkering with competitive balance. The league that does it the best is the NFL, because of the salary cap, free agency, the draft. Professional football has been able to keep a competitive balance, which means the viewing public has some reason to believe that any given team can be successful. Other leagues don't do as well with this. The NBA is terrible at it. I mean, even though most of the league makes the playoffs, most of those teams, nobody ever believes that they're going to ever win a championship. MLB is almost as bad. There have been have-not teams that have gotten to the postseason, but it's still just a money game. And college sports is going down the same road with NIL, so that's a whole nother can of worms. The whole existence of amateur league play is based on competitive balance, namely the handicapping system. Without that, leagues don't exist because people don't want the challenge of trying to get better. So the way I see it, there's only two ways to bring more competitive balance to Moscone Cup. One would be to shorten the race, which many would argue, as would I, that a race to 5 is already a coin toss for players of this caliber. So I don't think that fixes the problem. If you've dropped it down to a race to 3, I mean, yeah, maybe that would benefit America and they could win, but then, Europe might end up winning more because it could favor them as well, because it's even more of a coin toss. So that leaves me with the idea that I think might work. And I'm putting it out here for the viewers, the viewers, to tell me if this is a crazy idea or not. So my idea is for Matchroom to completely drop the whole national thing, as they kind of did with the Team Rest of the World concept. I say for Moscone Cup, get rid of that completely. And what you do is you go to the top 4 to 8 players in the world, the rankings, and you make them team captains. And then you create like a draft, like an NFL draft, but it's a draft for a pool team. And you draft, say, 4 players per team. And you set up a playoff system. It would be a playoff format. The whole thing lasts a week, 2 weeks, a month. You divide the events up during the season, where you have team events in between the individual events. Maybe you connect, maybe with the U.S. Open and the World Championship, you have a team event connected to that. I don't know how you would want to do it, but you would have, you would create teams that would be formed through a draft with team captains. And in each team, you would have to draft alternates, in case somebody gets sick or has to drop out, has a scheduling conflict or whatever. That's the only other way I can see of really fixing it to make it, to give it competitive balance and give it some more credibility as a serious event. Or you could just leave it the way it is, let people have fun with it, and if America wins, they win. They lose, they lose. Because at the end of the day, Matchroom is doing a great job with putting the event on, with the presentation, with the stream, the production value of all of it. It's really great. So, and I'm going to have fun watching it anyway. So that's all I've got. Just let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on Moscone Cup? Is it good the way it is? Can it be fixed? I really want to hear your thoughts.